गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। सरस्वती महाभागे विद्ये कमललोचने विद्यारूपे विशालाक्षि विद्यां देहि नमोऽस्तु ते। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे। ఒక్క నిమిషం. मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च। मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनं। गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं। गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव। एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिः ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। महापापादिपापानि गीताध्ययनं करोति चेत् क्वचित् स्पर्शं न कुर्वन्ति नलिनीदलम् अम्बुवत्। गीतायाः पुस्तकं यत्र यत्र पाठः प्रवर्तते तत्र सर्वाणि तीर्थानि प्रयागादिनि तत्र वै। यत्र गीताविचारश्च पठनं पाठनं श्रुतं तत्र अहं निश्चितं पृथ्वीं निवसामि सदैव हि। चिदानन्देन कृष्णेन प्रोक्ता स्वमुखतोऽर्जुन वेदत्रयी परानन्दा तत्त्वार्थज्ञानसंयुता। 18 जपेन्नित्यं नरो निश्चलमानसः ज्ञानसिद्धिं स लभते ततो याति परं पदम्। गीतार्थं ध्यायते नित्यं कृत्वा कर्माणि भूरिशः जीवन्मुक्तः स विज्ञेयो देहान्ते परमं पदम्। मन्दारगन्धसंयुक्तं चारुहासं चतुर्भुजं बर्हि पिच्छावचूडाङ्गं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। रुक्मिणीकेलिसंयुक्तं पीताम्बरसुशोभितम् अवाप्ततुलसीगन्धं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। उत्फुल्लपद्मपत्राक्षं नीलजीमूतसन्निभं यादवानां शिरोरत्नं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। अस्तु. So we were on page number 174, right? So we have to do the 23rd shloka. Alivelu Bhagini.
आं भगिनी नमस्कारः। यदि ह्यहं न वर्तेयं जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रितः मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः। पदच्छेदः। यदि हि अहं न वर्तेयं जातु कर्मणि यत् इन्द्रितः मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः।
वर्त्मा अनुवर्तन्ते।
मम वर्त्मा अनुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः। यदि अव्ययं तु अव्ययम् अहम् अस्मत् शब्दस्य सर्वनामं अहं प्रथमाविभक्ति एकवचनं न अव्ययं वर्तेयं
वृत्त धातु
वृत्त धाता वर्तेयं। ओके वृत्त धातु
विधिलिन् लकार उत्तमपुरुष एकवचन कर्तरि प्रयोगे।
पुरुष एकवचनं कर्तरि विधिलिङ् लकारम्। ओके
आत्मनेपदी
आत्मनेपदी वर्तते वर्तते। जातु अव्ययं कर्मणि कर्मणि कर्मन् नकारान्त कर्मणि सप्तमी एकवचनं
नपुंसकं
नपुंसकलिङ्गं यत् यतन्द्रितः
अतन्द्रितः अतन्द्रितः
अतन्द्रितः
कर्मणि यत् अतन्द्रितः
अतन्द्रितः अप्रमत्तः
that is samasa atandritah atandritah adi ఉంది ఇది తంద్రితః అకారాంత పుంలింగ శబ్దం
నకారాంత పుంలింగం
ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం
మమ అస్మత్ శబ్దస్య షష్ఠీ ఏకవచనం సర్వనామం వర్త్మాను వర్త్మా అంటే వర్త్మా
వర్త్మన్
వర్త్మన్ నకారాంత పుంలింగం ప్రథమా ఏకవచనం అనువర్తంతే
నపుంసకమేవ
నపుంసకం
నపుంసకలింగం
అక్కడ ద్వితీయ విభక్తి కలు వర్త్మ
ద్వితీయ విభక్తి ఎందుకంటే వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే సో మార్గాన్ని అనుసరిస్తారు what it means is they will follow the same path so వర్త్మన్ నకారాంత నపుంసకలింగ ద్వితీయ విభక్తి ఏకవచనం
అనువర్తంతే అనుసర్గ వర్తంతే వృత్ ధాతుకు ప్రథమ పురుష బాహువచనం బహువచనం
లట్లకారం
ఆత్మనేపది వర్తతే కదా మనుష్యాః అకారాంత పుంలింగ ప్రథమ విభక్తి బహువచనం పార్థ అకారాంత పుంలింగ సంబోధన ఏకవచనం సర్వశః అవ్యయం పదార్థః యది చేత్ అహం జాతు కదాపి కర్మణి కర్తవ్యే అతంద్రితః అప్రమత్తః జాగరూకः న వర్తేయం న భవేయం తర్హి తస్మిన్ పక్షే సర్వశః సర్వే మనుష్యాః మానవాః మమ మే వర్త్మ మార్గం అనువర్తంతే అనుసరంతి అన్వయః పార్థ యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి సర్వశః మనుష్యాః మమ వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే ఆకాంక్ష అహం న వర్తేయం అహం కీదృశః న వర్తేయం అహం అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం అహం కుత్ర అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం అహం కర్మణి అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం అహం కర్మణి కదా అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి కిం భవతి యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి కే అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి మనుష్యాః అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి మనుష్యాః కిం అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి మనుష్యాః వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి మనుష్యాః కస్య వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి మనుష్యాః మమ వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి కతి మనుష్యాః మమ వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే యది అహం కర్మణి జాతు అతంద్రితః న వర్తేయం తర్హి సర్వశః మనుష్యాః మమ వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే అస్మిన్ శ్లోకే సంబోధన పదం కిం పార్థ తాత్పర్యం హే పార్థ యది అహం కర్మ న కరోమి తర్హి సర్వేపి జనాః మమ మార్గమేవ అనుసరేయుః ఏతేన మహతే హానిః సంభవతి వ్యాకరణం సంధిః యహం హి ప్లస్ అహం ఎణ్సంధిః కర్మణ్యతంద్రితః కర్మణి అతంద్రితః ఎణ్సంధి వర్త్మానువర్తంతే వర్త్మ అనువర్తంతే సవర్ణ దీర్ఘ సంధి సమాసః అతంద్రితః నా తంద్రితః నై తత్పురుషః కృదంతః తంద్రితః తంద్రా ఇతచ్ తంద్రా జాంగ్న్యం అస్య సంజాత జాడ్యం తద్దితాంతః సర్వశః సర్వశస్ స్వార్థే धन्यवाद भगिनी
So atra kriyapadani kani?
वर्तेयं
Hmm.
वर्तेयं जात कर्मणि मम
द्वितीयं पदम्
अनुवर्तन्ते
वर्तेयम् इति क्रियापदस्य कर्तृपदं किम्?
अहम्
अहं. कर्मपदम् अस्ति वा?
Bhagini, which place, please?
We are on page number 174.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam.
So varteyam, aham varteyam. So here varteyam is more of a akarmaka kriyapadam. So we won't have a karma padam.
कर्मपदम्
So I am there, like it is in that meaning. So kutra varteyam?
कर्मणि कर्मणि
Karmani varteyam. Karmani katham varteyam? Atandritaha.
अतन्द्रितः वर्तेयम्
Aham karmani atandritaha varteyam. So kada varteyam?
जातु
So jatu.
जातु अतन्द्रितः न
So jatu means sarvada or kadapi at any point of time. So we can take it as either kaladhikarana or kriya visheshana also, because at any point of time it is not specifically defining the time. So we can also take it as kriya visheshana. So na varteyam, aham na varteyam. Aham jatu means sarvada or at any point of time, kadapi karmani atandritaha na varteyam. So atandritaha, tandritaha means ni upasarga dra dhatu. Dra ityukte like sleeping, nidra. Okay, dra dhatu means sleep. Not only sleep, in certain contexts it can also be used as like alasatvam. Okay, baddakam, alasatvam. In such context, in such meanings also it can be used. So here it is being used in that context. So tandritaha means a person who is lazy or he's showing that alasatvam. Atandritaha means he who does not show alasatvam. So aham atandritaha san jatu na varteyam. Okay, so I at any point of time I don't show any kind of alasatvam in the karmas that I do. That is the meaning of this line. Okay, why? So in the next line it is telling yadi, if. Okay, so if I yadi aham karmani atandriha na varteyam tarhi then manushyaha sarvashaha mama vartma anuvartante. So then if I myself do not show alasatvam and in the works that I do, then even the people also will follow my path. Okay, mama vartma anuvartante. Here sarvashaha is given as sarve manushyaha. It is given as visheshana. Okay, sarve manushyaha. Sarvashaha can also be taken like in all ways, in all kinds. Always in the sense, not the time wise. I mean to say in all kinds
of people.
So they will follow me in every aspect. In that way also we can take sarvashaha. So then it will become kriya visheshanam. If we take it in that sense, sarvashaha will become kriya visheshanam and it should be connected to the kriya padam anuvartante. If we take like given here, it is defined in this shloka, the meaning is given as, in this book, the meaning is given as sarvashaha as sarve. So then it will become visheshana to manushyaha. Sarve manushyaha, all the people. All the people will follow my path. But if you take sarvashaha as in all aspects, in all the ways, then we have to take it as kriya visheshanam. So they will follow me in every aspect, whatever I am doing. So I am not showing alasatvam. They will also not show alasatvam. I am following the dharma margam. So they also will follow dharma margam. Like this, in every aspect, they will follow me. So here again, we have to see in such cases where this book is showing Sarvashaha as Sarve. In another commentary, they can show it as, in every aspect. Like that, we have to see. So such things we have to be just observative. Okay. So that is why here they gave it as in the Tadhitanta Sarvashaha Swarthe, means the meaning of the dhatu itself is taken, like Sarva means everybody, everything, like that. So here it is mentioned as the Swarthe. Okay. If it is taken in the sense of all kinds, then Prakararthe will come. Means in all prakaras, in all aspects. In that sense, it will, we have to write. So it depends on how the meaning is taken. Depending on that, you can explain this. But anyhow, the Shabda is a Sarva and the Pratyaya is Shas. But how you take it will depend on how you show the relation. Okay. So Anuvartante is the Kriya Padam in the second line. Manushyaha is the Kartrupadam. Manushyaha, Mama Vartma, my path. So Vartma will become the Karma Padam. Anuvartante. Sarvashaha. Sarvashaha, like I said, if we take it in all aspects, it will be Kriya Visheshanam. So here Yadi and Tarhi. Tarhi is not given in the shloka. We can take it as Adhyahritam. So that is why here in the Anvaya, it is given in the brackets. We can take it as Adhyahritam. And so that we can join the two lines. So Yadi, Tarhi are the connecting words for these two sentences. Any questions here? Okay. So the next shloka, Sridevi Bhagini, Patitum Ichchati va? Sridevi Bhagini? Oh, nasti. Bharati Bhagini, Patitum Ichchati va?
आं भगिनि उत्सीदेयुरिमे लोकान् कुर्यां कर्म चेदहम् शङ्करस्य च कर्ता स्यामुपहन्यामिमाः प्रजाः पदविभागः उत्सीदेयुः इमे लोकाः न कुर्यां कर्म च
चेत्
कर्म चेत् अहम् शङ्करस्य च कर्ता स्याम् उपहन्याम् इमाः प्रजाः
उत्तमम्.
पदपरिचयः उत्सीदेयुः विधिलिङ्ग उत उपसर्ग
सद् धातु
सद् धातुः विधिलिङ्ग बहुवचनं मन्ये
विधिलिन् प्रथम पुरुष
बहुवचनं इमे सीदेयुः इमे इमे इदं शब्दस्य प्रथम बहुवचनं पुंलिङ्गशब्दस्य लोकाः लोक अकारान्त पुंलिङ्ग प्रथम बहुवचनं न अव्ययं कुर्यां कृ धातुः विधिलिङ्ग उत्तमपुरुष एकवचनं कर्म कर्मन् नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दम् प्रथम एकवचनं द्वितीय
कुर्यां कर्म कुर्यां सो
द्वितीय एकवचनं चेत् अव्ययम् अहम् अस्मद्शब्दं प्रथम एकवचनं शङ्करस्य शङ्कर अकारान्त पुंलिङ्ग सप्तमी एकवचनं षष्ठी एकवचनं क्षम्यतां षष्ठी एकवचनं च अव्ययं
हेलो
कर्ता कर्तृशब्दं प्रथम एकवचनं स्यात् स्यात् अस् धातुः स्याम् अस् धातुः विधिलिङ्ग उत्तमपुरुष एकवचनम् उपहन्याम् उपहन्याम् उपसर्ग हन् धातुः हन्याम्
विधिलिन् उत्तमपुरुष
एकवचनम् उपहन्याम् इमाः बहुवचनं
प्रजाः स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दम् अतः इमाः अपि स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दमेव इदं शब्दस्य स्त्रीलिङ्गं द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचनं
द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचनं प्रजाः प्रजा स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दं बहुवचनं द्वितीया विभक्ति
अस्तु
पदार्थः अहम् अहं कर्म कर्तव्यं न कुर्यां चेत् यदि न आचरेयम् इमे लोकाः एतानि भुवनानि उत्सीदेयुः विनश्येयुः संकरस्य च सांकर्यस्य च कर्ता विधाता यां भवेयम् इमाः प्रजाः एतान् जनान् उपहन्यां विनाशयेयुः अन्वयः अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् इमाः प्रजाः उपहन्याम् आकांक्षा अहं न कुर्याम् अहं किं न कुर्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् किं भवति अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् उत्सीदेयुः अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् के उत्सीदेयुः अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् के लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः पुनश्च किं भवति अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः स्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः कीदृशः स्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः कर्ता स्याम् युक्तः अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः कस्य च कर्ता स्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् पुनश्च किं भवति अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् उपहन्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् काः उपहन्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् प्रजाः उपहन्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् काः प्रजाः उपहन्याम् अहं कर्म न कुर्यां चेत् इमे लोकाः उत्सीदेयुः संकरस्य च कर्ता स्याम् इमाः प्रजाः उपहन्याम् यदि अहं कर्म न आचरेयं तर्हि भुवनानि नाशं प्राण्युः प्राप्नुयुः
Hmm.
भुवनानि नाशं प्राप्नुयुः
Hmm.
किञ्च अहमेव संकरस्य कारणं प्रजानाशकश्च भवेयम् व्याकरणं सन्धिः उत्सीदेयुरिमे उत्सीदेयुः प्लस इमे विसर्गसन्धिः विसर्गरेफसन्धिः लोका न लोकाः प्लस न विसर्गसन्धिः विसर्गलोपसन्धिः चेदहं चेत् प्लस अहं यस्वसन्धिः कृदन्तः संकरस्य सं प्लस कृ प्लस अच् भावे तस्य कर्ता कृ प्लस तृच् कर्तरि
So atra kriyapadani kani ekam utsideyuh.
उत्सीदेयुः
Utsideyuh ityukte nashanam. Okay, ut upasarga sad dhatoho arthaha nashanam. So utsideyuh. So ime lokaha utsideyuh. Kada aham karma na kuryam chet. So if I don't do my karmas, then all the lokas, all these lokas will be destroyed. Okay, so what is the karma of Krishna, of the Paramatma? To protect, to do the dharma palana, dharma rakshana. So if he doesn't do that, then what happens? If there will not be any control. So all the Rakshasas will continue doing whatever they have been doing, destroying the people, destroying the yajnas performed by the rishis. So they will be destroying the world. And if the Paramatma doesn't involve and do, stop that from happening, then all the worlds will be destroyed. So aham karma na kuryam chet ime lokaha utsideyuh. And again, what will happen? Sankarasya karta syam. Aham sankarasya karta syam. So here the second kriya padam is syam. And what is the kartrupadam of that aham? It is not given in the shloka, but we have to take, because syam is the uttama purusha ekavachana. We can take aham as adhyahritam. Aham sankarasya karta syam. So here karta will become vidheya visheshana. Aham karta syam. I will become the karta. Karta of what? Sankarasya. What does sankarasya mean? This destructive population. The people that I have created, this srishti which I have created, and the people in it that I have created will become out of control. So they will turn into something that I don't want. When I created this srishti, I had something in mind. All the people that I have created, or the whole world, should be in harmony. But now it has become a disaster. So sankarasya karta aham syam. I will become that person, that karta, who has become the reason of this destruction, of this unwanted people, like people who are behaving in an unwanted way. So imaha prajaha aham upahanyam. So again, upahanyam ityukte I will only be destroying. So what happens when the people are out of control? Like, again, look at it in our children perspective. So we give birth to our children, but if we do not mend their ways while they are still learning how to live their life to some extent, if we do not show them the right path, if we do not do our duty as a parent, they will be destroyed. So whatever we created, we are only destroying. So aham imaha prajaha upahanyam. I will be destroying them, these people that I have created. So that is the meaning of this shloka. So here we have 3 kriya padani. The third one is upahanyam. Aham will be the kartrupadam. Again, adhyahritam we have to take. Imaha prajaha. Prajaha will be the karma padam. Imaha is the visheshana of prajaha. Okay, in the first sentence, aham karma na kuryam chet. So here chet is the connecting word between aham karma na kuryam, that sentence, and ime lokaha utsideyuhu. Between these two sentences, chet is the connecting word. Okay, when we are showing the analysis, it has to be very clear. So that is why we have to see, that is called discourse analysis in linguistics, computational linguistics. It is called as discourse analysis. Discourse analysis means between two sentences, it is words like this, chet. Sometimes there will be some connecting factor between two paragraphs. So there will be first paragraph, and then there will be second paragraph. There will be a connecting point between these two paragraphs. So that will be the connecting point at the paragraph level. And then adhyayas level also, there will be some connecting points. So it is very important to understand such connecting points between, at all levels, at the sentence level, at the paragraph level, at the chapter level, at the adhyaya level. At every level, we have to be able to understand the connecting point. Only then, when we are translating from one language into another, or even for our own understanding, only if we are able to make that connection, we will be able to understand comprehensively what is being told in a complete chapter. If we don't have that perspective of looking at the connecting points, that comprehensive understanding of the whole chapter will not happen. So if we are able to simply look at one shloka, read that, understand that, and we are not able to apply that, to another shloka, to the following shloka, or to the following adhyaya, then that connection will not be made, and that understanding, that comprehensive understanding also will not happen. So while we are learning the Vyakarana, if we are able to focus a little bit on these language aspects also, it will become easy for us to understand any text that we read, because many times that reference will always be there, back and forth. Because even when we are telling something, or when we are narrating something, we first tell something and then start off with another thing, and then make a connection to what we have already told earlier. So then finally, only when we read the complete thing, the reader will understand what the speaker is trying to tell. So it is important for us to identify such connecting factors at each level, at the shloka level, and then later on at the adhyaya level. Okay. So that is with this shloka. So utsideyurime loka na kuryam karma chedaham sankarasya cha kartasyam upahanyam ima prajaha. So I will become, I will become, or I will be the destroyer of these people, and I will be the reason for this, these kind of people, like the sankarasya, means people who are unruly, people who have, who are not how I desire or want them to be. So that kind of people they will turn into. So because of that, the destruction, they will be destroyed eventually because of that kind of behavior. So so if I do not do my duty, then all these lokas will be destroyed. But that is not why I created this world. So I have to do my duty. Okay. So here sankarasya, sam upasarga kru dhatoho ach pratyayam. Karta, kru dhatoho trich. So karta is representing a person. So it is kartari, given in the brackets. The sankarasya is bhave. So here sankarasya is indicating a kind of people who are, who are destructive. So that is why bhave is given, because it is not exactly pointing a karta of the a karta, like a or a karma. So that is why it is focusing on the artha, like the sankarasya is indicating a concept more than a person or an object in the karma sense. So that is why it is given as bhave. So such things also we need to observe as we are studying through each shloka, since it is given. So if we try to analyze why bhave is given, so what exactly is the sankarasya? Sankara here is indicating. It is indicating a quality So that is why bhave is given. It is not indicating a person or an object which is the karma. Okay. Any questions in this shloka? Astu. Anantaram.
शङ्करस्य साङ्कर्यस्य
Hmm.
अत्र तद्धितान्तम्
Yes.
अस्ति वा?
Yes. Here the meaning is given as sankaryasya. So sankaryasya also means like sankarasya, like a mixture. It is the exact meaning given for this word is like a mixture. Means mixture in the sense the way of their life is not as per the dharma marga, like how it has been defined for the sanmargam, for a human to lead his life, whatever has been defined. There is a way that one has to lead their life. Follow the dharma, speak only the truth, do this, do that, do your duties. There is some set rule, right? So people who do not follow that, people who do not follow such rules can be considered as Sankara Jati. They belong to that kind of group. Means they are not following, like the Rakshasas, for example. They don't have any, they don't follow the dharma, they don't speak the truth, they try to deceive others all the time. So that is why they come in different forms to deceive other people, to deceive the regular people, like this. So they can be, you can view that Sankarasya means such kind of people who do not follow the right path. So they are a mixture of a whole lot of bad qualities. In that way, we can look at that. And I will become the reason for such kind of people, for people to become like that. See, here how we have to look at is now Rakshasas and the Devatas and the Manushyas are not like different categories, like Vrikshaha, Jantuhu and Manushyaha. All of them are Manushyaha only. But people who have more good qualities, more the Sattva gunas are called Devatas. Whereas a combination of all the three gunas are Manushyas. And more of Tamasika Swabhava, they are called as Rakshasas. In our Puranas and all, they will be described a little differently. Like Devatas are supposed to be always pleasant and beautiful, and that Tejas is there. Obviously, right? Even among people, don't you see that if you look at certain people, you find that calmness, they are always very composed and all that. Well, whereas some other people are always with their behavior or attitude or the way they speak is always very harsh and unpleasant, and you will really get disturbed if you are with them for more than a certain time. Your brain will stop working also because of all the negativity that they can be throwing out. So for our understanding, they are categorized like that, and they have different forms in our books also, or in the movies. They show them in different forms. But that is not how we should look at it. All the three qualities can appear among Manushyaha only, but we label them like that depending on what qualities are more predominant in them. So like that we can say. So such kind of Sankara Jati I will be generating if I don't do my duty. That is what is going to happen. And they will, finally, they will also be destroyed, right? Initially, it appears like they are destroying others, but eventually, finally, they will be destroying themselves. But that is not what I want. That is not why I created this Srishti. So that is the meaning of the shloka here. Any other questions? Okay. Murthy Mahodaya, patitum ichchati va?
No, I don't want to read because a lot of noise in my house.
Okay.
So
Astu
don't
Mahodaya.
want. I want to just listen. That's all.
Okay. Surya Bhagini?
Thank you.
సక్తాః కర్మణ్యవిద్వాంసః
మీరు కొంచెం గట్టిగా చదవాలి భగిని. కొంచెం దగ్గరికి రండి మైక్ కి.
సక్తాః కర్మణ్యవిద్వాంసః యథా కుర్వంతి భారత కుర్యాద్విద్వాంసస్తథా సక్తః చికీర్షుర్లోక సంగ్రహం. సక్తాః కర్మణి अविद्वांसः यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत कुर्यात् विद्वांसः तथा असक्तः चिकीर्षुः लोकसङ्ग्रहम् सक्ताः అంటే
అసక్తః మేబీ
Saktaha, the first word is saktaha kada.
విద్వాంసక్తః అత్ర అసక్తః భవిత్ ఖలు.
అసక్తః మనకి తర్వాత వచ్చింది.
అదే మహోదయ కుర్యాత్ విద్వాంస్ అత్ర భగిని సక్తః ఇది ఉక్తవతి పదవిభాగే.
సక్తాహ, ఓహో, అంటే సెకండ్ లైన్ లో సక్తః అని చదివారు అంటున్నారా?
తథా
అసక్తః, ఇన్ ద సెకండ్ లైన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అసక్తః, ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్
సక్తాః.
So here it is sa pratyaya of the saj dhatu or shanj. ikkada edi తీసుకోవచ్చు?
సజ్ ధాతు అవుతుందా?
అది మన లాస్ట్ వీక్ కూడా ఐ థింక్ వి డిస్కస్డ్.
సంజనే ఇస్తున్నాడు బుక్ లో సంజ.
కిం భగిని? షచ్. మనం లాస్ట్ వీక్ ఆల్సో వి డిస్కస్డ్ ద సేమ్.
బుక్ లో అయితే మన పుస్తకంలో సంజనే ఇస్తున్నారు ఇంతకు ముందు.
So it is actually sanj, shach, both are there, both are correct only. Some after some sutra prakriya happens, the shach will change into sanj, atla ankochu manam. So it is sa pratyaya of the sanj dhatu.
ప్రథమా విభక్తి బహువచనం. కర్మణి
కర్మన్ నకారాంత నపుంసకలింగం. సప్తమి ఏకవచనం. అవిద్వాంసః అత్ర. So avidvamsah itself is a samasa word. Na vidvas, avidvans. Okay, avidvangsah. So here it is pumlinga vidvas shabda. Sakaranta pumlinga prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam.
యథా అవ్యయం కుర్వంతి క్రూధాతు ప్రథమా విభక్తి బహువచనం.
లట్లకార.
లట్లకార భారత సంబోధన. కుర్యాత్
సేమ్ క్రుధాతోః విధిలిన్ లకార. కర్తరి విధిలిన్ లకార. ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం.
కుర్యాత్ విద్వాంసః. మళ్ళీ విద్వాంసః.
Again vidvas shabdah sakaranta. Vidvansah kaadu, vidvan. Here kuryat vidvan tatha saktah.
విద్వాన్ అయింది కదా.
విద్వాన్. అక్కడ అది సంధిలో మీకు అనుస్వారం వస్తుంది.
అంటే అది ఈ సంధి అయింది కదా. యథా అవ్యయం.
యథా తథా అవ్యయం.
తథా అవ్యయం సక్తః.
అసక్తః.
ఇందాక అసక్తః. ఇది కూడా ఆ ఉపసర్గ సక్తః అవుతుంది.
Asaktah, here is not upasarga, it is more of the samasa again. Saktah asaktah
అన్నట్టు వస్తుంది మరి.
na saktah asaktah.
చికీర్షుః సన్నంతం ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం.
ధాతు ఏంటి?
ధాతు క్రూధాతువు.
క్రూధాతోః సన్ ప్రత్యయం. ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం పుంలింగ.
లోకః.
లోక సంగ్రహం ఏకం పదమేవ సమాస పదం.
లోకసంగ్రహం లోకసంగ్రహం అంటే ఇది ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం ఇవ్వాలి కదా.
లోకసంగ్రహం చికీర్షుః అసక్తః లోకసంగ్రహం చికీర్షుః అంటే లోక సంగ్రహాన్ని కోరుకుంటాడు. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ కర్మపదం. సో పుంలింగ ద్వితీయా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం, అకారాంత పుంలింగ ద్వితీయా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం.
పదార్థః భారత హే భారత కులశ్రేష్ఠః కర్మణి కర్తవ్యే సక్తాః ఆసక్తాః అవిద్వాంసః అజ్ఞానినః యథా ఏన ప్రకారేణ కుర్వంతి ఆచరంతి తథా తేన ప్రకారేణ లోకసంగ్రహం స్వధర్మే ప్రవర్తనం అధర్మాశ్చ నివర్తనం. చికీర్షుః కర్తుమనాః కర్తుం ఇచ్చుః అసక్తః నిస్సంగః విద్వాన్ జ్ఞాని కుర్యాత్ ఆచరేత్. అన్వయః భారత అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ అసక్తః లోకసంగ్రహం చికీర్షుః కర్మ కుర్యాత్. ఆకాంక్ష కుర్వంతి ఏ కుర్వంతి అవిద్వాంసః కుర్వంతి. అవిద్వాంసః కీదృశాః కుర్వంతి. అవిద్వాంసః సక్తాః కుర్వంతి. అవిద్వాంసః కస్మిన్ సక్తాః కుర్వంతి. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః కుర్వంతి. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా కిం కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ కీదృశాః కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ అసక్తః కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ అసక్తః పునశ్చ కీదృశః కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ అసక్తః చికీర్షుః కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ అసక్తః కం చికీర్షుః కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అవిద్వాంసః కర్మణి సక్తాః యథా కుర్వంతి తథా విద్వాన్ అసక్తః లోకసంగ్రహం చికీర్షుః కర్మ కుర్యాత్. అస్మిన్ శ్లోకే సంబోధన పదం కిం భారత. తాత్పర్యం హే అర్జున కర్మణి ఆసక్తాః అజ్ఞానినః యథా కర్మ ఆచరంతి తథా అనాసక్తోపి విద్వాన్ లోకోద్ధారాయ కర్మ ఆచరేత్. వ్యాకరణం సంధిః కర్మణ్య విద్వాంసః కర్మణి ప్లస్ అవిద్వాంసః సంధి. విద్వాంసో యథా విద్వాంసః యథా విసర్గ సంధిః సకారః రేఫా ఉకారః గుణః. కుర్యాద్ విద్వాన్ జస్త్వసంధి. విద్వాంస్తథా విద్వాన్ తథా ఋత్వం అనుస్వారాగమః విసర్గः సత్వం చ. తథాసక్తః తథా ప్లస్ ఆసక్తః సవర్ణదీర్ఘ సంధి. అసక్తః చికీర్షుః విసర్గ సంధి సకారः సుత్వం. చికీర్షుర్లోకసంగ్రహం చికీర్షుః ప్లస్ లోకసంగ్రహం విసర్గ సంధి రేఫ కృదంతః. విద్వాన్ విద్ ప్లస్ శత్రు కర్తరి వసు ఇది ఆదేశः. సక్తః దృశ్యతాం 3.7. సన్నంతః చికీర్షుః భ్రూ ప్లస్ సన్ భూ కర్తరి.
సో అత్ర క్రియాపదాన్ని కాని
కుర్వంతి
అనంతరం
Kurvanti.
Kuryat. Dvitiyam kriyapadam kuryat. What are the connecting points? So 2 kriyapadas are there. So we'll have 2 sentences. What are the connecting words here between the 2 sentences?
Te kurvanti.
Yatha. Yatha and tatha.
Yatha kurvanti.
So here, yatha avidvansah कर्मणि सक्ताः कुर्वन्ति तथा विद्वान् असक्तः लोकसंग्रहं चिकीर्षुः. Okay? చికీర్షుః కుర్యాత్.
అంటే తెలివైన వాళ్ళు ఆసక్తులై ఉంటారు, అంటే ఆసక్తి లేకుండా ఉంటారు అని తీసుకొస్తున్నారు.
అంటే సంగ్రహంగా అదే. ఇది తాత్పర్యం చూస్తే, హే అర్జున, కర్మణి ఆసక్తాః అజ్ఞానినః యథా కర్మ ఆచరంతి తథా అనాసక్తః అపి విద్వాన్ లోకోద్ధారాయ కర్మ ఆచరేత్. So here the ajnaninah means people who are not yet on the who are not able to know the tattvam, the paramatma tattvam. So what will they do? They will be bounded to the work, to the works that they do, to the karmas that they do. They are still bound to them. I am doing this karma, so the phalam, whatever phalam this karma leads, also I will get, whether it is good or bad. Okay, because many people, if you see, they will be doing all good satkarmal only, but they are doing it with attachment. So they are not yet, they have not yet realized the paramatma tattvam. So that is why they are called ajnaninah or avidvamsah. But whereas a vidwan, what does he do? Asaktah. So he is an asaktah, means he is not connected to the work that he does. సత్కర్మలే, ఇద్దరు చేసేది సత్కర్మలే. బట్ వన్ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ స్టిల్ అటాచ్డ్ టు ద కర్మాస్ దట్ దే డూ. సో దే వాంట్ టు ఆల్సో బీ get the benefit out of doing the satkarmas, say for example. Whereas the vidwan, he knows what is good, what is real and what is sat asat. He knows the paramatma tattvam, he knows. So he is doing his karmas without that attachment. And also loka sangraham chikirshuhu. And why is he doing? He already knows what the paramatma tattvam is. So then why is he still here doing, why is he in this loka doing this karmas? He already knows the paramatma tattvam. He knows how to attain moksha. He knows everything. Maybe he has already attained moksha. But loka sangrahartam chikirshuhu. So he is also wanting to help the general people to understand what is the paramatma tattvam. So among the people who have already attained siddhi, there will be different kinds. Some people, I have attained siddhi, I have reached my goal, so I will go. That's all. They will leave everybody and they'll go somewhere, sit aloof and do whatever they want to do. Whereas some people, even after attaining siddhi, because of their nature, they want to help others who are also struggling to reach that siddhi, to attain that siddhi. They want to guide them. So they will guide them through their discourses, to their some people give discourses. But whereas some people, they will simply lead their life like how everybody should lead to attain siddhi. So they won't be giving any discourses. They will be simply living their life as per the like how it is, like how a human should lead the life. So we have to observe them and learn from them. Like Rama, you take Sri Rama only. He never sits and preaches anything, right? He follows a path. He will show how a human should lead the life. So we have to observe such people and learn from them how to lead the life. So these people are not attached to the works that they do, but they are still here. Why? To show a path to people who also want to enter that jnana marga and lead that and attain moksha. So here the first Kriya Padam is kurvanti. Ke kurvanti? Avidvangsah kurvanti. Avidvangsah is the Kartrupadam. Kidrishaha avidvangsah saktaha. Means who are still attached. Attached in what? With the karmas. So karmani saktaha avidvangsaha yatha kurvanti, like how they do with the attachment towards the works that they do, tatha, in the same way. Like how these people are attached, the vidvangsaha are not attached. Asaktaha vidvan lokasangraham chikirshuhu kuryat. Karma kuryat. What are they doing? They are doing the karmas. How are they doing? By being the kind of people who are desiring good things for the general people. Loka sangraham chikirshuhu vidvan. So here chikirshuhu is visheshana to vidvan. Asaktaha is also visheshana to vidvan. So this vidvan is desiring good things for the normal people. Chikirshuhu. He wants good. He wants to show the margam to the regular people who are struggling to get on to the siddhi marga, to the jnana marga. So chikirshuhu is visheshana to vidvan. And what is he desiring? Loka sangraham chikirshuhu. So loka sangraham will be karma padam to chikirshuhu. And chikirshuhu is visheshana to vidvan. Asaktaha is also visheshana to vidvan.
అంటే అధర్మాన్ని పోగొట్టడానికి వాళ్ళు పనిచేస్తారు.
ఏం పోగొట్టడానికి?
అధర్మాన్ని పోగొట్టడానికి నివర్తనం అన్నారు.
అధర్మాన్ని పోగొట్టడం అనే కంటే they want to show the people how to enter the jnana marga. Okay, by following the dharma, they will be following the dharma margam and the karma margam also. Not that they have not attained jnana marga. They have already entered the jnana marga and they attained the siddhi. But still they will come back and again lead the life to show how, say, look at this as an example. Say, for example, there is a river. Okay, a father and his sons are trying to cross. The sons are very young, they don't know how to swim. So they are afraid to enter that. So what will the father do? He will cross the river, go to the other shore, and he will other bank, and then he will come back again, and then he will again guide them. So now the children have seen the father cross and reach the other bank. So now they will be more confident. Okay, we also, if we enter this river and if we follow whatever our father is doing, if we follow that path, we will also reach that other bank. So they will now understand because they have seen their father do it, and then the father will come back again and again, like literally hold their hands and show them the path. Okay, don't go that side. That side there is a whirlpool. You should not go that side. You have to come, when you see a whirlpool, you try to stay away from it. When you see rocks, you try to stay away from it. Or when the course of water is very fast, you hold on to it, to the rock. Like this, however way he can guide them, he will guide them and make sure that they will reach the other shore, other bank. So atla, the job of these vidvansaha is to show them the right path. ఈ అధర్మాన్ని ఆపడం, అధర్మం చేసే వాళ్ళని శిక్షించడం, ఆల్ దట్ ఈస్ ద జాబ్ ఆఫ్ ద పరమాత్మ. Okay, these siddhis, they are in this world still, even after attaining siddhi, they are still here. Why? Because to show. Why? Because many times, if only preaching is done.
అంటే లీడింగ్ ఇస్తారు అన్నమాట వాళ్ళు చేసి.
Like see, in the very contemporary way to put that is hands-on experience. See, if you are only listening, you will only listen, but you won't get that actual experience. So these days, how are the classes being designed for anybody in many places? They are making you do things. If you attend a workshop, instead of simply telling or explaining the theory part, they will actually make you do some exercises. so that you will understand how it actually works, what are the problems that you might get while working, like even as simple as a software programming course or whatever it is. They can simply teach you and ask you to do. No, but while you're doing, many times you will run into many problems. So during the class itself, they will ask you to write some programs, run them on the computer. Then you will get some errors. So you will understand where the common errors are happening, why they are happening. Such things, it is like typing in Devanagari. When you are typing in Devanagari, sometimes you see that you intend to type one thing, but something else is coming. So then you will understand, okay, by mistake, I selected this, I should select that to get that kind of output. So similarly, it is a way of teaching. Teaching by how, by observing. So we are also observing. If only theory is taught, there is no practical. There will be many things that we cannot understand. So it will be difficult for us to follow, to put it into acharana. So to put it into acharana, we need to see somebody who is doing, so that we can also follow in the same footsteps. So it will become easy. So even in Telugu we have this samita, చూసన్నా ఉండాలి చేసన్నా ఉండాలి. Just vinte sarpodu. If we simply listen to something, we don't know. Adi చూసినప్పుడు we'll observe a few things, which come only with that experience. And then when we are doing, we will feel more confident and we will be able to do. So similarly here also certain things need to be seen, need to be explicitly explained. Only then we will be able to understand how it should be done, how to enter the jnana marga, how to do a karma without being attached to it. Initially it will be very difficult for us to understand how can we do something without being attached. We are doing, so how can we not be attached to it? But slowly, in many examples, if we start listening to all these examples and seeing practically, then slowly, this won't happen overnight. That is why abhyasa is compulsorily needed. Mananam is compulsorily needed. So for that also, this, if we have a set example in front of us, so Rama, that is the main purpose of the Rama Avatara, to show people how to lead their life. He being an Avatara Purusha, he can have destroyed Ravanasura in a minute. But he did not do that. He took that path. Because he wanted to show how a son should do his duty. How he should obey the father's word, mother's word. How he can be a loving brother. How he can be a loving husband. So that is why he showed, once you take up the responsibility of your wife, how to protect her, irrespective of whatever things you have to face, how much ever hardship you have to face, how to protect her, how to protect the people, how to be a good ruler. Because of that only, he again sent Sita back to the forest, not because he doubted her, but because being in that position of a king, he has to follow some rules to make the people feel more safe and secure. So the people should feel our king will do anything for us. That kind of security they should feel. So for that reason, the king has to put the people in above his own personal, priorities. So for that reason, so all that tattvam of the Rama also can be understood clearly if we read, more about it, more about the Ramayana and Rama tattvam and all that. It is not given everywhere. So that is the reason why people find it difficult to understand why Rama did certain things. And even then being worshipped as, a god. Many people who don't know the Rama Tattvam will say that he abandoned his wife. How can he be a god? Like such things we hear people saying. It is only because they have not understood the Rama Tattvam completely. Because it is not easily available. Wherever you see or read Ramayana or see it in a movie, that reason behind it is not being explained. It is only being showed at the surface level what he did. But we are not able to understand the reason why he did in depth. So that is the reason why people are saying such things. But we have to, that is why I always keep saying, whether it is Vyakarana, whether it is Tattvam, whether it is something else, if we don't understand something, especially when it is coming from such a how do you say, trustworthy resource. It is coming from a trustworthy resource and we are not able to understand some parts of it. Then we have to understand that there is more to it, which we will eventually be taught later on. If it is not given here right now, it is because maybe we cannot understand that right now. Only after we follow a certain path and reach a certain point, only then we will be able to understand. So like how if we try to explain calculus to a first grade student, will he be able to understand? Though he has math, he's studying math, he knows a little bit of mathematics. But just because he knows a little bit of mathematics, can we explain calculus to him and make him understand that? He cannot understand because he has to travel that path, learn more concepts. And only when he is ready, if you teach him calculus, he will understand. Similarly, even in Vyakarana, we come across certain things which may not be comprehensible. But it is only because we are still not ready for it. That is why the book is not giving us all the details in the first level itself. So slowly, each aspect will be explained. So we need to have patience, one, and faith, two. So when something is we are not able to understand, we cannot simply dismiss it as it is given incorrectly or whatever. We simply have to understand there is more to it and we have to slowly do the research to understand. Similarly, the tattvam is also like that only. Sometimes we hear people saying like ఈశ్వరుని ఆజ్ఞ లేకపోతే చీమైనా కుట్టదు అంటారు. So so whatever I am doing, if it is bad, then it is also meant by the Ishvara for me to do that. So why will, so why should I worry about it? So like this, such questions come out of ignorance and not knowing the complete picture. But for everything, there is a answer. But we have to look for it. We have to move forward. And how do we look? For a common man, all these are not accessible. Even if they are accessible, we cannot understand that kind of tattvam. So we have to keep listening to scholars who who are giving these discourses. But again, they also have to be authentic. We cannot listen to everybody who is giving discourses. So we have to always look back at the source that they are referring. And how Vyakyanalu, we have to read Vyakyanams given by great scholars, several of them, and try to take what is, more reasonable and close to the Paramatma Tattvam. So that is how we have to look. So here, Vidwan, Asaktaha Vidwan, Karma Kuryat, Katham Kuryat, Loka Sangraham Chikirshuhu Kuryat. So by desiring the best for the people, so to show them, to set an example to such people, by having that kind of desire, like how a father wants to lead his sons to the other bank by showing them the proper way. If he simply says, I have reached the bank, you come somehow, without guiding them, without giving them any kind of guidance, so will the children be able to cross? Because they are not guided properly, some may drown, some may just be washed away by the water. So those who are at that level of being able to guide others should guide others as much as they can in the right path. They should have that kind of thinking to some extent. If they are able to guide and if they want to guide others, then they have to guide them to some extent, show them how to enter, but only when they are ready, only when the other people are ready. In the next shloka, I think that will come. So only when the people, so like how you cannot teach calculus to a first class student, for a first grade student. Only when they are ready for it, we have to show them that how to lead our life so that we can enter the Jnana Marga. When they think, when the first grade student, he's scoring 100 out of 100 in mathematics, he thinks he knows all of the maths. Let him think like that for that time period. Because if you tell him, no, you only know the ABCs of mathematics, there is still so much maths, you don't even know. Say, for example, look at this calculus problem. Do you know this? Can you do this? So why are you thinking you know everything? You don't know anything. If you say that, what will happen? He will leave whatever he is doing. He will try to do that calculus, which he cannot do, and then he will end up nowhere. So similarly here also, when people are not ready to enter into the Jnana Marga, if they are completely enjoying where they are, doing the karmas, completely attached to the karmas, completely attached to the phalam of the karma, let them be in that state. But slowly, okay, you are doing all the good works, you are doing the satkarmas, and you are reaping the benefits. You are enjoying the benefits of doing the satkarma. Very good job. But slowly, you continue doing the satkarmas, but try to reduce the attachment a little. Like that, slowly, we have to teach them. Suddenly, if you say, what is this karma marga? Why are you so attached? There is no point in doing karmas with so much of attachment. You have to do them completely with detachment. If you say all that, they will be totally lost. They don't understand at all. So one point they will understand whatever they are doing is not correct. So they'll stop doing that. They'll try to do something else which they don't have a complete understanding of. So eventually they'll not be able to do that. So they'll end up nowhere. They'll end up totally confused. So that is why Krishna says that don't disturb people who are doing what they are doing and enjoying and in their own world. Don't suddenly pull them out of that marga and try to put them on the Jnana Marga. Don't even mention about the Jnana Marga when they are not ready to understand it. Okay? So that comes in the next shloka. But here in this shloka, so saktaha, karmani saktaha avidvangsaha yatha karma kurvanti tatha asaktaha vidvan lokasangraham chikirshuhu karma kuryat. So in the same way, the force that with which they do the karmas is the same. But here they are doing with the avidvansaha is doing with so much of attachment, whereas vidvansaha is doing without any attachment and for to be an example for the general people. So that is the reason why he is doing. Though he has attained siddhi, why is he still doing? For this reason. So that is another. So indirectly through this shloka, what is being told is, as you are progressing in your path, try to lead people by being an example, for them. Okay, like how can we show, how can people like us be an example? Say, for example, many people, what they do, they try to do something good for others. And then what will happen sometimes? That other person will show kritagnyata lekunda untadu. He will not show any kind of gratitude. So then what will this person who did something good for that other person feel? This person has no gratitude. I'm not going to do any help for him next time. So then how we should behave is, we should continue doing the good even to the people who don't have any gratitude towards us. Only when they need it. Apatradanam, we should not do. We are not encouraging apatradanam. Say a person is in need, in real need. So we help him. But he doesn't have any gratitude towards us. In spite of that, we should continue helping if he again is in that kind of need. When he is really in need, not apatradanam, but when he is really in need, we should still continue doing. Just because he did not show gratitude the last time we did to him, we should not stop doing. If we stop doing, then our children or people around us, what will they think? Oh, so if we do something to somebody and if they don't show any gratitude towards us, we need not do any help to them next time. That is not what we want to convey. So we have to continue doing. So whatever we know, we have to continue practicing the same thing, showing others. That is the only way we can show others what is the right path. And that is the only way they will also learn. So practically seeing and learning will be more practical, will be more purposeful. Many people need that. They need to see others practicing. Only then it will be easy for them to pick it up. And that you all know, like many times children imitate what their parents do, parents or whoever are around them immediately. If you leave a child with a caretaker and that caretaker is using some sort of different language, they will pick that up more than the language that you try to teach them. Why? Because 24/7 they are with that caretaker. So whatever language that caretaker speaks, the children will speak that only. You come home and then sit and try to teach them something else. But what way, which one will they pick more? The one that the caretaker speaks. Why? Because they are seeing practically the whole day how they are behaving, how they are speaking, everything. So they also try to pick up. These days, children, they are watching TV more. So whatever is being spoken on the TV, you can see coming out of them. So they tend to follow or see and learn more than what you teach them theoretically. So that is the reason why the emphasis here in many shlokas, it has been explained that the Vidvansaha for Loka Sangrahartam, he has to do. In the previous couple of shlokas behind also, Janakadayaha, though they have attained Siddhi, they are still in this world leading a life, doing their karmas. Why? After they have attained Siddhi, they don't have to be here anymore. But they come back. Why? To set an example to others who are also trying to follow the same path, but they are not able to figure it out by themselves. So that is the reason why even Vishnu came back as Rama, not only for Ravana Samharam. He could have done it and left in just one day. But why did he lead all that life for so many years? And why did he take the difficult path? Why did he take the help of Sugriva and Hanuman? Can he not do it by himself? Why did he had to take? He has to show how when we are in real need, how to take help, and once we take help, how to show gratitude also. How to that giving and taking should be there. So to show all this to humans about how to lead their life, only he has taken that avatara and did all that. He didn't have to do all that, but he did only to show an example. So that is the reason why so many siddhis who have already attained siddhi or moksha have come back and they are leading this life. Not because they have a desire again to lead life, a materialistic life. Not at all, but only to show the others the path, because that is the best way to show somebody how to learn something, how to do practically. Many times if you observe also, we notice that it is easy to see and learn rather than try to because there will be so many questions when we study some concept. We will have so many questions, but when we see somebody practicing, it will become easy for us to follow. So that is what is being emphasized here. So that also, we also have to remember in everything that we do, we have to remember that people around us are observing us. Especially we are all at an age of where we have children or grandchildren. So definitely whatever we do will have an impact on them. It will appear as though they are not noticing us. It will appear as though they don't care to observe and learn from us. But eventually all of it will be being recorded in their mind without even their own knowledge. When the time comes, all that will come to them. When they reach that age where they are able to make the connection. Now a 10-year-old boy or a 10-year-old girl, if we have a granddaughter or a grandson of that age, whatever we do, it appears that they don't even care, that they are not even observing, but everything will be going into their mind. When they are at that age, like 20 years or 30 years or 40 years, according to the situation that they are in, they will be able to make that connection of what they noticed you doing. So they will make that connection. Okay, my grandmother, that is the reason why she did that at that point of time. Now I understand. Immediately they will know what to do in that situation. So nothing will go waste. We have to continue to follow the right path. Nothing will go waste. Of course, first thing is we ourselves following in the right path is good for us and for the people around us also, because who will be around us? Only our family and our well-wishers or to whom we wish well. Such people only will be around us. So they will also benefit. By we following the right path, they will also benefit. So it is important for us to follow the right path. Even though we know what is good and what is wrong, we still have to follow it so that we are setting a good example for others. Okay. So here we have the Kridanta Vidwan with the Dhatu Shatranta. And here Vasu iti adeshaha. So with and vas. So vidvas. That is how the pratipadikam comes. And then chikirshuhu kru dhatoho sanpratyayam. Saktaha we already discussed earlier. Okay. So the next shloka. Any questions? Sai Sulochana Bhagini patitum ichchati va? Alli Rani Bhagini?
महोदय
बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत् अज्ञानं कर्म संज्ञिनां दोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन् न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत् अज्ञानं कर्म संज्ञिनां दोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन्
पदपरिचयः
युक्तः न अव्ययम् बुद्धिभेदं अकारान्त
बुद्धिभेदं समासपदमस्ति. सो भेदः अकारान्त पुंलिङ्ग.
अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्ग द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनं. द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनं. जनयेत् विधिलिङ्गलकारं प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं. अज्ञानं.
So here janayet, jan is the dhatu. And idi nijanta. Nijanta.
నిజంతం జనయేత్ విధిలింగలకారం కాదా?
విధిలింగే. In the niche also it will the nijanta all the lakara.
నిత్య విధిలింగ. జనయేత్ జనయేత్ అని మామూలు జనయేత్ నిత్య. అజ్ఞానం ఆకారాంతన ఆకారాంత స్త్రీలింగం ద్వితీయ విభక్తి ఏకవచనం.
ఏదది 1 సెకండ్.
ఆకారాంత స్త్రీలింగం అజ్ఞానం అనేది దీర్ఘం ఉంది.
అజ్ఞానం షష్ఠీ విభక్తి
బహువచనమా?
సో అజ్ఞః అజ్ఞః
అకారాంత పుల్లింగ షష్ఠీ బహువచనం.
షష్ఠీ బహువచనం
అజ్ఞః అవుతుంది అక్కడ. కర్మ సంజ్ఞాం
ఇది కూడా సమాస పదం.
ఇది కూడా అంతే. కర్మ సంజ్ఞః అనుకుంటా కదా. కర్మ సంజ్ఞః అంటే అకారాంత పుల్లింగ
కర్మ సంగిన్
నకారాంత
నపుంసకలింగ షష్ఠీ
బహువచనం. నకారాంత నపుంసకలింగం. జోషయేత్ కూడా నిశ్చి
కాదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ విధిలిన్ లకార ప్రథమ పురుష ఏకవచనం. జుష్ ధాతు
విధిలింగకార ప్రథమ పురుష ఏకవచనం. జోషయేత్ సర్వకర్మాణి అకారాంత నపుంసకలింగ ద్వితీయ విభక్తి బహువచనం.
నకారాంత అని అన్నారా?
కర్మ నకారాంత నపుంసకలింగ
ద్వితీయ బహువచనం.
विद्वान् विद्वान् सकारान्त विद्वत् शब्दः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं युक्तः युक्तः
युज् धातु क्त प्रत्यय
युज्धातु क्ता प्रत्ययम्
प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं
प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं समाचरन् तकारान्त समाचार शब्दः समाचरन्
కాదు
तकारान्त
చర్ ధాతు సమ్ ఆంగ్ ఉపసర్గ
सम आंग उपसर्ग चर धातुः तकारान्तमेदा
అదేలే అంటే శత్రంత కాబట్టి తకారాంతం
तकारान्त प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं युक्तः पदार्थः युक्तः परमात्मनि लीनः विद्वान् ज्ञानी कर्मसंगिनां कर्मासक्तानाम् अज्ञानाम् अविदुषां बुद्धिभेदं संशयं न जनयेत् न उत्पादयेत् सर्वकर्माणि सकलकर्तव्यानि समाचरन् कुर्वन् जोषयेत् तैः सेवयेत् यथा ते सेवन्ते तथा कुर्यात् जोषयेत् अन्वयः युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कर्मसंगिनाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् सर्वकर्माणि जोषयेत् आकांक्षाक्रमः न जनयेत् क्रिया कः न जनयेत् विद्वान् न जनयेत् कीदृशः विद्वान् न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् किं कुर्वन् न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कं न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् येषां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कीदृशानाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कर्मसंगिनाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कर्मसंगिनाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् पुनश्च किं कुर्यात् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कर्मसंगिनाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् जोषयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कर्मसंगिनाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् कानि दोषयेत् युक्तः विद्वान् कर्म समाचरन् कर्मसंगिनाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् सर्वकर्माणि दोषयेत् तात्पर्यम् ज्ञानी कर्मासक्तानाम् अविदुषां भ्रान्तिं न उत्पादयेत् स्वयं तत्कार्याणि कुर्वन् तद्वारापि तानि कारयेत् नामाञ्जयमतं जोषयेत् प्रीतिं जनयेत् व्याकरणं संधिः जनयेत् अज्ञानं जनयेत् अज्ञानं जष्टुसन्धिः समासः बुद्धिभेदं बुद्धेः भेदः तं षष्ठीतत्पुरुषः कर्मसंगिनां कर्मणि संगः कर्मसंगः सप्तमी तत्पुरुषः कर्मणि कर्मसंगः येषां येषु वा अस्तीति कर्मसंगिनः मतुवर्थे इनि प्रत्ययः तेषाम् अज्ञानां जानन्ति इति ज्ञाः न ज्ञाः अज्ञाः तेषां नैव बहुव्रीहिः सर्वकर्माणि सर्वाणि कर्माणि कर्मधारयः कृतन्तः युक्तः विजिर् ता प्रत्ययः समाचरन् सम् आङ् चर् शत्रु प्रत्ययः उत्तरप्रयोगः
अस्तु भगिनि
धन्यवादः
क्रियापदं किं
न जनयेत्
न जनयेत् सो कः न जनयेत्
विद्वान् न जनयेत्
विद्वान् न जनयेत् कीदृशः विद्वान् न जनयेत्
युक्तः विद्वान् न जनयेत्
सो युक्तः विशेषणं विद्वान् पदस्य विशेषणं युक्तः
युक्तः
किं न जनयेत्
कर्म 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 समाचरन् न जनयेत् किम् అంటే కర్మ కర్మ न जनयेत् बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत्
बुद्धिभेदं
न जनयेत्
कस्य बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत् और केषां बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत्
कर्मसङ्गिनाम् अज्ञानाम्
कर्मसङ्गिनाम् अज्ञानां बुद्धिभेदं
बुद्धिभेदं न जनयेत्
అంటే he who is attached to the karmas, karma sangina, that kind of ajnanam means that kind of avivekanam buddhi bedam. To such people who are still attached to the karmas, who are still enjoying the phalitam of the karmas that they are doing, to them the vignan yuktaha vidwan, he should not cause confusion in them. Buddhi bedam na janayet. Okay, so though you know what is right, what is wrong, what is sat, what is asat, what is the Paramatma Tattvam, though you know, we should not force it on people who are still not ready for it. When they are in that path and when they are looking for help, then we can guide them. But otherwise, those who are still not in that path, who are totally enjoying the life, we come across people, this is one life that we are living, let us enjoy. So let them enjoy because they are still not ready to be on the Jnana Marga path. So we should not force them. So buddhi bhedam na janayet. So sarva karmani samacharan joshayet. So sarva karmani samacharan joshayet. So this is the second part of the sentence. What is the second part?
जोषयेत्
samacharan. Sarvakarmani samacharan joshayet. So by doing only by doing our karmas, by following the right path, only in that way only we have to show them how to follow the right path. We should not force anything. We have to follow doing whatever we are doing. So jnani karmasaktanam avidusham bhrantim na upadayet. Swayam satkaryani kur.
उत्पादये
Tadvara api tani karayet. Only by we have to continue doing what we are doing. Slowly the people who are around us and who are still in that with the karma sangam, who are still attached to the karmas that they are doing, slowly by observing the siddhis or people who have already attained siddhi, they will observe them and slowly learn. So we should not force them. They will only understand and come whenever they are ready. That time we can guide. When they are ready and when they are looking for help, then the people who have already attained siddhi, they can help the people who are looking for it. But until then, we should not cause confusion in them, and but we should continue doing whatever we are doing, because they will learn only through practice, only by observing others, by observing people who are advanced than them, only like that. Like again, here also we can take the analogy of a child. So the child doesn't know anything. The child doesn't know Vyakarana, they don't know how to read, how to write, how to recognize Aksharas, nothing. But we are talking, we continue talking. We don't force them to learn this and that, but they will pick it up. Even without knowing, they will pick it up. How? By observing and learning. Just because they don't know Vyakarana, we cannot think, oh, they don't know Vyakarana, so let us not talk to them because they will not understand what we are talking. Will we do that? Do we do that? No. We continue talking. And they will eventually, whenever they are ready and whatever they are ready for, they will pick it up. So like that, we should not force anything on them because that will only cause confusion. But we have to continue doing what we are doing so that they will also follow by observing. So here Ramanujiya Matam also says Joshayet, they define it as Preetim Janayet. So we have to make those people feel like they want to do it. Preetim Janayet. So while we are following what we are doing, we cause that kind of preeti, so that they will also follow that path. Okay, by forcing, they won't feel like doing, because it is a big change for them. So suddenly that change will not happen. Slowly only that has to happen. So we have to create that preeti towards doing such things by slowly exposing them to the good things and showing them how the good things can make us feel good and also not make us feel suffering. Like, say, for example, the previous example, when we have helped somebody, they did not show any gratitude towards us. Some people will get upset. They will be angry with them. Why? Because they are not showing any gratitude. And why is that anger happening? Because we have some expectation on that person with whom we helped. Oh, this person, I have helped him, so he should show gratitude towards me. I have that expectation. Because I have that expectation of the result of the work that I did, I helped him. That is the karma that I did. I am expecting a phalam. What is that phalam? Gratitude from him. And that phalam did not happen. He did not show gratitude. That is causing my anger, my disappointment, my shokam or dukkham or whatever it is. If I never had any kind of expectation from him, will it cause any anger in me? Will it cause any dukkham in me? No, it will not. I did it because I want to do, because that is the right thing to do. I helped a person who is in need. That's it. End of it. How he will make use of it is up to him. If he feels gratitude, it is out of his own goodness. Because he is a very good person, he is showing that gratitude. That also we have to leave it to them only. We should not feel any kind of expectation. So if we are practicing that, people around us will see how that detachment towards what we are doing, how we are practicing that detachment. Slowly they will also learn how to be detached to the works that we do. So we have to continue doing what we are doing. We should not force them. Now, he who is not ready, there might be our own, within our own family, we might have people who have expectations on what they are doing. They don't understand right now. We have to do without any expectation. If we tell that, they won't understand right now. So let it be. Let them do with some kind of expectation. Slowly they will learn. But if we continue practicing doing things without attachment, they will slowly watch. They will slowly see how we are not being disturbed, how we are not getting agitated. Slowly they will learn. Okay. So then they will come to an understanding. I will do, whenever I am ready to do without any kind of expectation. As long as I expect, then I also have to expect that I will get upset or angry if that other person is not able to reach my expectations. So slowly they will understand that. For some people who are wise, they might understand it in a few weeks. For some other people, it might take several months or years. It all depends on their level of maturity. But we have to continue what we are doing. Whenever they are ready for it, they will understand. Whenever they really want to overcome that expectation, then they will come and ask you, how are you able to stay so cool? You did so much to that person. That person never showed any gratitude to you. Is that not making you angry? Is that not making you sad? How are you able to stay so calm? I also want to be like that. I am suffering so much because I'm having all these expectations. They will come and ask you. So that time you can tell them. But until then, we should not force anything on anybody. So that is what this shloka is saying. Buddhi bedam na janayet. Okay. So here the samasa buddhi bedam. Buddhehe bhedaha. And because the word is in Dvitiya Vibhakti, the tam is written separately. So this is Shashti Tatpurusha. Buddhehe bedaha. The bedha of the buddhi, the confusion of the buddhi. Karma sanginam, karmani sangaha, karma sangaha, saptami tatpurusha. So who is attached with the works, in the work that they do. Karma sangaha, esham or yeshuva, shashti or saptami we can use here in this vigraha vakya. Esham is shashti vibhakti, eshu is saptami. Asti iti karma sanginaha. So in whom this karma sangaha is there. Like shauryam yasya asti saha, shauryavan, like that. Okay, so karma sangaha yesham yeshuva asti iti karma sanginaha. So this is in Mathubartha, Tadhitanta. This is actually the second part is the Tadhitanta definition that is shown. Anantaram Ajnanam. So Jananti iti Jnaha. So those who know, they are called Jnaha. Na Jnaha Ajnaha, like Ajnaninaha. Jnaninaha Ajnaninaha, like that. Jnaha Ajnaha. Tesham. Nai Bahuvrihi. Na Jnaha Ajnaha. Nai Bahuvrihi. Sarvani Karmani. So this is Visheshana Purvapada Karmadharaya. Yuktah yuj dhatoho ktha pratyayam samacharan shatru pratyaya of the char dhatu, and sam and a are the upasargas. Okay. So any questions here? Okay. So shall we read the next shloka? Sai Sulochana Bhagini patitum ichchati va?
आमांडि प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते प्रकृतेः इकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः षष्ठी विभक्ति एकवचनम् आणानि अकारान्त नपुंसकलिंग शब्दः
अकारान्त मन कृ धातोः pratyayam, this is a different pratyaya.
Shanach.
Undi kabatti this is napus.
शानच् प्रत्ययः भवति खलु
कर्मणि
karma kriyamanani here
शानच्
vidhiyamanani. Yeah, you can take it as shanach. So napumsakalinga bahuvachanam, prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam.
अकारान्त गुणैः अकारान्त एतदपि नपुंसकलिङ्गं भवति खलु
पुंलिंग तृतीया विभक्ति बहुवचन
पुल्लिङ्गशब्दः तृतीया विभक्ति बहुवचनं कर्माणि एतदपि नकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दः अत्र द्वितीया विभक्ति भवति वा प्रथमा बहुवचनमेव
बहुवचनं
क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि सर्वशः कर्ता द्वितीया विभक्तिः भवेत्
అది कर्माणि भवन्ति कर्माणि कथं भवन्ति क्रियमाणानि भवन्ति गुणैः क्रियमाणानि भवन्ति so idi ikkada kartrupadam will be the karmani only so prathama vibhakti ekavachanameva
सर्वशः अकार अव्ययम् अस्ति अहंकार विमूढात्मा अकारान्त पुल्लिंग शब्दः प्रथम एकवचनम्
आत्मन kada ahankara vimudhatma so atman nakaranta pumlinga
शब्दः प्रथम एकवचनं कर्ता ऋकारान्त कर्तृशब्दः प्रथम एकवचनम् अहं दकारान्त अस्मत् शब्दः प्रथम एकवचनम् इति अव्ययम् मन्यते मन् धातोः लट्लकारम् प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं मन्यते पदार्थः अहंकार विमूढात्मा अहंकार विवशात्मा प्रकृतेः स्वभावस्य गुणैः देहेन्द्रियादिभिः विकारैः सर्वशः सर्वप्रकारेण क्रियमाणानि विधीयमानानि कर्माणि कर्माणि कर्ता आचरिता अहम् इति अहमेव इति मन्यते चिन्तयति। अन्वयः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा प्रकृतेः गुणैः सर्वतः क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहम् इति मन्यते। आकांक्षा मन्यते कः मन्यते? अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा किम् इति मन्यते? अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्ता अहम् इति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कानि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते? अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कीदृशानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कैः क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा गुणैः क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा गुणैः कथं क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा गुणैः सर्वशः क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कस्याः गुणैः सर्वशः क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा प्रकृतेः गुणैः सर्वशः क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता अहमिति मन्यते। तात्पर्यम् देहेन्द्रियादयः सर्वेपि प्रकृतेः विकारभूताः। ते एव कर्माणि कुर्वन्ति न तु आत्मा। अयं पुनः आत्मा यदा प्रकृतिजन्येन अहङ्कारेण युक्तः भवति तदा अहमेव सर्वेषां कर्माणां कर्ता इति जानाति। व्याकरणं सन्धिः कर्ताहं कर्ता योग अहं सवर्णदीर्घसन्धिः समासः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा अहङ्कारेण विमूढः अहङ्कारविमूढः तृतीया तत्पुरुष अहङ्कारविमूढः आत्मा यस्य सः बहुव्रीहिः कृदन्तः प्रकृतेः प्रयोग क्रूयोग कितिन् प्रत्ययः तर्हि तस्याः प्रकारेति इति प्रकृतिः क्रियमाणानि क्रुधातुः कर्मणि लट् शानच् तद्धितान्तः सर्वशः सर्वयोग शश प्रकारार्थे।
So क्रियापदं किम् अत्र?
मन्यते।
So प्रथमवाक्ये किम् अस्ति? अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा प्रकृतेः गुणैः सर्वशः क्रियमाणानि कर्माणि कर्ता aham iti manyate. So here we can actually split how prakritehe gunaihi kriyamanani karmani bhavanti. Iti ahankara vimudhatma manyate. Aham karta iti ahankara vimudhatma manyate. So basically what does ahankara vimudhatma think? Means people who are overcome by the ahankaram. What do they think? Aham karta iti te manyante. So they think that they are the kartas. But what is the actual fact? Prakritehe gunaihi kriyamanani are the karmani. Karmani prakritehe gunaihi kriyamanani bhavanti. So what are these karmas? Say now, for example, I did something. When I say I did something, who is that I referring to? To the Atma. To the Atma within me. When I say I, we are referring to the Atma, right? I did this. What did I do? Say, for example, I drew something. I drew a painting. I will say I did this. I drew this painting. When I say I am talking about the Atma. When I say doing this, it involves my body. I need to do whatever karma I choose to do. I need this body. Where did this body come from? The gunaihi. And what are those gunaihi? The trigunaha. Because whatever is being born into this world, whatever this Prakriti, the Prakriti itself is made out of these three gunas, and whatever is born into this Prakriti, whether it is my body or the things that are existing in this world, all of them are made out of these three gunas only. But does the Atma have any connection with the three gunas? It does not have any connection with the three gunas. Atma it is not born, it does not have a birth or death. We have seen that in the previous shlokas. Atma does not have any, it is not born or it does not die. Nothing can destroy it, nothing can wet it, nothing can dry it. We read that, we studied that in a shloka. So how can it be connected to the three gunas? It cannot. But what am I thinking? I am saying I drew this picture. I did that, pakam. Aham pakam karomi. I read this story. So for all these actions that I am doing, for all the karmas that I am performing, I need this body. Only through this body I am able to do the karmas that I am doing. But this body is made out of the three gunas. And these three gunas exist in this Prakriti. Whatever is born into this Prakriti is coming out of those three gunas. So whatever karmas that I do are only with this body which is generated through the three gunas, or which has the three gunas. It is not generated by the three gunas, but it has these three gunas. So the karmani, what kind of karmani are these? Anybody who does any karmas, any karma, prakritehe gunaihi kriyamanani bhavanti. So the karmas are attached or are done by the three gunas which are coming out of this prakriti. So this ahankara vimudhatma, what is he thinking? He is thinking, whenever he says I did this, he is trying to connect the atma to these three gunas, to this prakriti, or the three gunas which are generated from the prakriti, where there is no connection. So he is not able to see the difference between the Atma and the Triguna Bhuta Prakriti, the world, the materialistic world. When I say I saw this rose is very beautiful. Upon looking at this rose, I felt very happy. Now here, the Indriya is the one that is looking at the rose and enjoying it. The Indriya is made out of the three gunas. The rose is also made out of the three gunas. Both are same. That is fine. They both are connected in that way. But when I say I am enjoying, I am seeing, we cannot connect the Atma to this materialistic world because the Atma is in no way connected to this. That we have to realize. He who is not able to realize that these two cannot be connected, he who thinks that this Atma and this body is one and the same, that kind of person is a ahankara vimudhatma. So he thinks, I am the one who is doing this. No, you are not the one who is doing this. The Atma is not the one that is doing this. Through the Atma, or that part comes later, how to connect the karmas. So if I am not doing the karmas, then why to even do these satkarmas? How can the satkarmas affect me? That all comes later, in the later shlokas and in the later adhyayas. But as of now, in this shloka, what we have to understand is, whatever we are doing, the karmas have nothing to do with the Atma. Because whatever karmas are being done by the body, which is born out of this Prakriti through the three gunas. And the Atma is in no way connected to the three gunas. So we have to see, means we should be able to differentiate between Sat and Asat. That is the gist of this shloka. What is Sat and what is Asat? Sat is the Atma. Asat is the materialistic things that are born out of this Prakriti through the three gunas, with the three gunas. That is all Asat. That difference we should be able to realize. He who is not able to realize the different thinks that he is the one doing the karmas. So that is what this shloka says. So here we can say karmani prakritehe gunaihi kriyamanani. So prakritehe shashti vibhakti, prakritis gunas. With those gunas, these are formed, the karmas. So the karmas that are being performed by anybody, what are those? They are the ones that are formed with the gunas of the prakriti. Okay, so bhavanti we can take as adhyahritam. Karmani bhavanti. Karmas will be like this. Like how? Prakritehe gunaihi kriyamanani bhavanti. So prakritehe shashti sambandha to gunaihi. Gunaihi will be the, how can we take it? Gunala cheta cheyabadtunnai. So here we can take it as karta. Kriyamanani. We can take it as the vidheya visheshana of karmani. And sarvashaha. Sarvashaha is also there. Here sarvashaha will be in all the ways, in all aspects. Okay. So that is why in the Vyakarana it is given as prakararthe. In the previous shloka, a couple of shlokas behind, it is given as swarthe. Because there they took it as visheshana to manushyaha. So there they took it as just visheshana to manushyaha. So swarthe. Sarvashaha means like sarve. They took it in the sense of sarve. Here sarvashaha means in all aspects. So that is why prakararthe is given. So in all aspects, the karmas are nothing but they are made out of the gunas of the prakriti, of the three gunas of the prakriti. That is one line. The second line will be aham karta asmi iti ahankara vimudhatma manyate. So here again asmi we have to take as adhyahritam. Otherwise the connection cannot be made. So aham karta asmi iti ahankara vimudhatma manyate. So this whole aham karta asmi, that will become the vakya karma of manyate. Iti ahankara vimudhatma manyate. So he thinks, one who is vimudhatma. By what? By ahankara. Because of ahankara, he became a murkha, a vimudhatma. He thinks that I am the karta of whatever I am doing. When it is not, because atma can never be attached to the trigunas. Astu. So here we have the samasa, ahankarena vimudaha. He has become murkha because of the ahankara. Ahankara vimudaha, trutiya tatpurusha. Ahankara vimudaha atma yasya saha. So he who has an atma which is ahankara vimudaha, means that murkhatvam, where that thinking is not there. Bahuvrihihi. Prakritehe, kru dhatu, pra upasarga, ksin pratyayam. Tasyaha prakaroti iti prakritihi. Kriyamanani is kru dhatoho, karmani lat, shanach. So here shanach is used in the karmani. That is why the gunaihi kriyamanani it became. So gunaihi is the kartrupadam of kriyamanani. Here it is taken in the karmani sense. And sarvashaha it is taken as prakararthe. Okay. So we shall stop here and we shall continue in the next class. Any questions? No chet shanti shlokam.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः नमस्कारः भगिनी धन्यवादः सर्वेभ्यः शुभरात्रिः धन्यवादः
धन्यवादः सर्वेभ्यः शुभरात्रि
धन्यवादः